Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy KS Cinema here bringing you a Kouki turn signal side marker light modification. This turn signal side marker modification is compatible with the Zinki, the Kouki, and the Kouki. Let's get into it. So what I know of, there's only one form on the internet that explains to you how to set this modification up. And for me, I kind of understand it, but barely with the knowledge I know about cars and wiring. So I can kind of understand it, but barely. I'm pretty sure there's people out there that don't really understand it. So I'm here to give you guys a super detailed breakdown on how to set this modification up. And actually put a video out there for most of my S chassis 240 Kouki Zinki owners to like do themselves. Save you a lot of money. You don't have to hire a professional. It's going to be pretty easy. Here are the things you're going to need. Okay guys, let's get into it. Here's what you're going to need for this setup. LED bulbs. I recommend these over the normal bulbs because it might not work with the normal bulbs. Voltage meter, check which wire is what. Power and ground, what's power, what's ground. Wire strippers, wire cutters, extra wire. I got red for positive. I don't have black, so I'm going to substitute black with green for negative. Heat shrink, and I got this off Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. This is a pigtail for the Kouki turn signal headlight. If you're doing Zinki to Kouki, you're gonna need this. If you already have a Kouki, it should already be installed. I got this off of Wiring Specialties, link in the description. Kouki turn signal harness. You can get this off of a Nissan parts shop online, any Nissan parts shop. I'll leave that link in the description below. Let's get started. Okay, as you see here, we have a daytime running light on. You would have that here, but we don't. We haven't installed it yet. But on a normal Kouki, you wouldn't get this. You just get a complete turn signal setup, as you will see here. This is a normal wiring setup, a normal light wiring setup, as you see here. But with this Kouki modification, wire modification, this is what you get. A daytime running light setup incorporated with a turn signal setup that multitask between each other. And this is what you want it to look like. This right here, like this. As you can see, it's going to go from this. It's going to go from this right here to this right here. And here's how. The thing you want to do is either cut here to here, here to here, or here to here, like so. Because when you buy these wires, they're gonna come already soldered together like this. So on this one, I cut down here, right there, which was kind of bad because it didn't really leave me much to strip off. So on this new set, I'm going to try something new where I'm gonna cut down the line and try to pull it apart, and let's see how that goes. hit around that, we're just going to take your wire cutters, cut right on the black part, like right, see that? Right there, like so. Just leave you with that. Then you get your wire strippers. These want to go ahead and strip like so. Gotta cut like this. You want to do this. Gotta get the angle right. Actually, you gotta do it like this. Just the right angle. Just the right cut. How hard it looks. Right there. Like so. You do the same thing for the red. Right there. Like so. Like that. Your finished product is this. Now we get onto the other end of the connector, which is this piece. And for this part, what you want to do is you just want to even these out and slip like so, right there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Cut that part off. Now you have the light in the connector, like so. Then you want to take the connector and strip both wires, like so. Make sure you get a good connection piece. Let's see. Hold up. Try to line this up perfectly for you guys. Like so. There you go. This is all being done off iPhone, by the way, so excuse the quality. Okay, now we're gonna finish stripping this above pigtail, like so. And this one needs a little bit more right here. And perfect. As you can see. Perfectly set up. Now we're gonna wire everything together. Okay, here we go with the wiring portion of this part. What you're gonna do, you're gonna get your connector that we just stripped. Then you grab the longest wire pigtail bulb with the LED in it. And you do red to red, like so. We're gonna do red to red. But first we gotta bring in the heat shrink. So you go ahead and grab the heat shrink. Small little things right here. Go ahead and just throw that on, like so, over the red. Like so. You just go red to red. Red to red. Slide the heat shrink over. This is heat shrink solder, by the way, as you can see. So when you melt it, it solders down. And we'll go ahead and get our. By the way, you also need a heat gun. Heat shrink, heat gun. Forgot to mention that. Let me go ahead and heat this together. to extend. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this red wire, we're gonna cut about this much length. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Go ahead and cut there. Go ahead and strip about that much. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that much right there. And then same side. That much right there. So you have two strip sides. Take your other connector, connector with the bulb, and I'm just gonna splice them together like so. So, shrink over the tube. Over the wire, like so. Slide tight. This one don't fit. Let's try this one. Let's see. This one work? This one might work. Nah, this one won't work either. That's weird. Give it a second. Let's try this again. Like so. Want to make sure you get it right over the wire. It's kind of tough to get this going. Might have to get a different one. Might have to use a different heat shrink. Maybe. Yeah, we might. Okay, guys, we're running some small situations here. Let's see. These are not small. Let's see if this works. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. The fuck? Like so. Just like that. Okay, now you're going to take the two connectors like so. You're going to go red to black, or to combine red to black like so. And you're going to get a female plug or male plug, female or male plug. one or the other, because the opposite side has to be the opposite of this. So I'm gonna use female plugs because that's what I use on my other setup. On the other side, I use female plugs on here, like so. So we're gonna use female plugs here. Let's go ahead and slide that in. Try to intertwine this like so. Extra green for black, the ground side. Gonna want to go ahead and just cut about the same length that you had here, actually. So we just want to go ahead and doesn't have to be perfect. Shrink. This. Come together. Like so. Like the heat shrink. Slide the heat shrink over like so, and voila. Okay, now we're moving over to the carb segment of this tutorial. On the 97, maybe 96, 97, 98 Koukis. On the 97 and up, you have this pigtail that automatically comes with it. But on the Zinkies, you don't have this. You have a different model of this. So what you want to do on the Zinkies, you want to cut off your turn signal, get this pigtail, splice it in with some wire, heat shrink, or some heat shrink, and then you're going to come to here, your side marker light. You're just going to go ahead and just cut this off because you're not going to need this anymore. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe, yes, this is the side marker that would go on the side of a Kouki, on the side of a Zinky bumper. It would go on the side of a Zinky bumper, but since the Kouki bumper doesn't have a side marker like that, the aftermarket ones, you're just going to go ahead and cut. We are now moving on to the car segment of this tutorial. This is a 95, 96 Zinky that I am converting to a Kouki. As you see on the Koukis, you already have this pigtail already incorporated into the turn signal. But the difference here is, since we're doing this tail light modification, we are going to take this pigtail, instead of putting it as a turn signal, we're going to put it as a side marker connector, and we go ahead and splice in some splice in some male connectors here, like so, as a substitute. So instead of putting your turn signal pigtail here, you're going to put your turn signal pigtail as a side marker, and you'll see why later. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take this and cut it completely off, like so. Now what you guys do with this is up to you. I would keep it or sell it. I say keep it, come in handy later. And with that being done, I'm gonna go ahead and just tear this off. Don't need that. Red, black. Got some wire cutters. Go ahead and strip these down like so.
Yo.
Shrink over. You're gonna take the turn signal wires and you're gonna go ahead and add these little male connectors to them to go to the female connectors. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory. You just slide in and cramp. Haha, that's what she said. Yeah, let's go ahead and install these. So it's pretty much easy. You just slide it on. Get some crampers. Line it up, crimp down, and smash like so. That's your finished product. That's what you have, like so. Oh, for the record, the heat gun, Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Lowe's, AutoZone, O'Reilly's. These crimps, AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Pep Boys, like probably like less than $2, whatnot. And that's it for the car section. All we do is plug and play. And what you do is you plug the females to the males, power, ground. If you plug them in wrong, you know they're not going to work because it's self-explanatory. Power to power, ground to ground. Then you plug the connector in, and we'll go ahead and show you what you get after. have it, guys. The Zinky Kouki turn signal / side marker modification tutorial detailed. And I think my car is freaking misfiring. So there you guys go. Go ahead and like, subscribe if you want. Leave comments and questions. If you have any questions, I'll leave my Instagram in the bottom. Feel free to ask. Okay, laters.